too late. Maybe even just past, I want to say past 14 minutes, it starts to feel pretty bad. Because you're only relying on KP to jump in, and there's no one really to follow up on that Primal Beast here.
Absolutely not. We'll get into it though. Game number 1, Polaris, Talon, going at it for that last spot for SCA of TI-11 qualifiers. And I say last spot, there are still last chance, but you get my point. The last direct invite for SCA here. And by the way, just to correct myself, John, it was the Agni Tip of the Punch that removes the HP regen by 25%. So there you go. Very, very effective against a hero like Morphling, that's for sure. We'll get into it, John. Do you want to do a way to make it happen? In bot lane, there is going to be a rotation. They are going to find that opening eventually. Makoto, he's going to rush forward. Force, he'll be the target on the Viper. But can they get him? With the Avalanche, you bet your ass they can. Toss him up, take him out. That'll be first blood to go the way of Savage. Force the rebound out, but Makoto's there, looking to cut him off. Avalanche will land. A toss, not out yet, but they don't need it. Makoto will just get the job done with the right clicks, as now Force is in danger. Force the TP's out from Polaris. Get something out of this surely for the Dire. But Hyde's just walking away. Poison attack is there. Hyde, he'll try for a TP, but it's not going to be enough. Underestimating the poison damage of the Viper. And I believe one of the decay stacks ended up with their Worthboard. So if you're relying on this laner to be able to pump out the damage in the middle of these team fights, which you are going to be, he's doing a great job. This Q, mid lane is going to drop. He'll juke out the Light Strike array, but it will not.
Next time he becomes faster. They are sneaking around here, but high ground's held by Q.
He's going to break the smoke. Natsumi, he could still try, but Makoto's right around the corner along with KP. They'll still move in, but there's a big avalanche to come out. Makoto, he's setting up a really nice fight as the Como no Mi pulverized from KP into the onslaught. AU, he's still going to show up. They're going to keep going. They've got Savage down as well. Lelouch took him out on the Morphling as they would find another. 3 down for Talon. How did Savage die in all this? Just never want to fight within it. A Savage now. Rebound is there. Light Strike array out. He is strength morphing, but he's copping so much damage, and he goes to the right side.
Oh, thanks.
Now towards mid lane, they've got Hyde on the Undying. Onslaught is there, trying to help him out. Natsumi, he's just such a tanky boy. He is taking no damage. They know he's there in the tree line. Savage is not making it out. AP, he tried so hard. He tried so hard to save Savage. It's just going to mean nothing, though.
And for Talon, it's looking very scattered. Polaris, going for more.
Bottom lane. Hyde. He just can't. Once the punch gets...
Savage and Makoto now. This Midas build-up, it just means they're looking home. They got a toss back here.
They do. There's your pulverize out once again. It hits onto the Viper. Force, he will melt. Maybe this is the team fight. Onslaught, KP, he'll land onto AU. He might drop and does. In fact, Xavius, he's not making it out either. A great team fight set up there. KP on the Primal Beast doing a fantastic job. And Talon, maybe that's what they needed.
Yeah, they have to have Mikado play. We're getting some good map space out. Full Shadow Blade up here.
Oh, the replay. That damn pulverizer makes it up every time, Lelouch. He's going to find KP. Immediate Laguna. Natsumi has Dismember. No problem. They'll get a bit of revenge here on Polaris.
Yeah, they lose a little fight. It doesn't make the biggest dent in their net worth lead. And it's still Talon with their backs against the wall. This is still not a good game for Talon at all, though.
Yeah, they do find Hyde, but AU does get caught out as well. Still Makoto, he's a big target. He has no way out of this. Dispose, Dismember, hold him down. And Natsumi, got a taste for Ox this game, John. It's in from Polaris, but it doesn't seem like they have a smoke to use. In fact, Xavius is holding one. KP, top side has been caught. They lose once again. Right on target with the Light Strike array, and Natsumi does follow up with the Viper. Of course, he wouldn't be a bad target. Makoto, he'll jump in. Natsumi, though, right there to try and help out. The Viper, Force dropping. There's your guardian angel. It's not going to be enough. They've got the Viper down. No buyback available. Now Savage, he's way too deep. The damage is too high. He's gone. Oh, Savage, he went right in the middle. Lelouch and Xavius take care of him as now KP's gone to boot. Hyde, he's falling apart as well. That'll be a triple kill for Lelouch on the Lena.
Oh no.
Yeah.
There's a blast right from the Midas usage there as well. And that
damage on Lelouch. garbage duration still left. Look at that tier 1 tower. Tier 3 rather. They do get a toss in. Xavius will get it disposed. Savage is going to run. Guardian Angel was caught. In fact, they are moving in pretty deep. Hyde and KP are both gone. That's to bottom tower. With the sidekick and the DD route, it's so much damage from Lelouch. Can they deal with it? Natsumi, he'll make the jump in. A 3-man rebound. Xavius, he sets up perfectly. This is not looking good. Talon is in such big trouble. Gonna force another fight. They know there's no buybacks left on Talon. They've got a huge advantage. Dispose is there. KP, this could be the dieback. Makoto will try to help out. KP barely able to onslaught away, but now Makoto, he might be targeted. They call it. GG. Game 1 to go the way of Polaris Esports. And Talon, I'll be frank, John, this game 1 didn't even look close. Polaris, they were all over the...
Yeah, they dance around the side of Talon. Talon tried to go back into the slower style. Like their support duo, it's not really the damage, I think. It's just landing it on PL. They're just very elusive as the game drags on. Their doppelganger is just an obnoxiously low cooldown, so you will want to start with something else. You know, maybe get a good roll-up. Jump in first with Mikado. It's easier said than done. As I mentioned, there's still issues for the backline, and Polaris, again, they find themselves a really good draft to play with here. They've got that speed, that momentum they're picking up from the lower bracket win they've found over T1, and for Talon, it's looking shaky. It's still game 1 out of best 5 that they've lost. We're only on game 2, but yes, you mentioned, Mike, that game 1 is very important.
We'll give it to me, Jonah.
But Lelouch should still be able to have a bit of a better time. I mean, Ember harassment with Sleight of Fist is just obnoxious and not something Mikado can always dodge out as well. We're already seeing a lot of that.
Force, he's already gone. In fact, hold that thought, because Disruption is there to set up once again. Force is being chased by Q. This should not out yet, and the TPs are incoming. Instead, they'll try on to Xavius, but AU's going to TP in, and now the turnaround. A 3-man rebound. Xavius, he might drop, but he's setting up a kill onto Q. Still running. Does find a courier. We'll leave it be. Purification out. Xavius breaking some ankles, but it's not going to be enough. He will drop. AU now, the chase is savage. He's not done yet. Pounces there onto the Omni Knight. Stacks being taken. Hyde's there with the disruption. This should be another, and AU will drop, but now Hyde. He will give another kill back the way of Force. And the one
up against KP solo. Once he does dip in with illusions, it's not going to take too long.
Outside. Hyde, he got caught by a rebound. Xavius not able to get it disposed yet, but they are on the chase and they will eventually find it. Hyde, no way to survive. He's already committed the disruption. Nothing they can do to help out. Polaris are getting warmed up here in this offlane.
They're getting started. And their lineup's already geared for aggression. Nice block, though.
Makoto, he's here. Rolling Thunder, he'll try to salvage. Force, not going to get that free lane he wanted. Makoto with a very strong rotation from Talon as you give up a bit of damage the way the T1 mid tower. But Lelouch is not giving up either. He keeps going, but Makoto is going to be able to just take care of the creep wave. And in the meantime, Natsumi ends up going down. KP able to set up. The Tombstone's kind of just been left to go, I think. The Soul Rip is there. Force is still dropping. Eventually denied off by KP, so no gold to go the way of Force. And now with Makoto around, they take him. It seems like it does get forced out. They won't catch Lelouch, but they are still doing so much damage into the T1. The Fisher made it rather awkward. Now Lelouch, he does get jumped. They pounce on him, and the Echo Slam. It's going to make sure he cannot make it out. AU could not save as Savage. He'll dive right in. He'll find another. The Omni down. Talon, they'll find 2 and the T1 mid tower. And that's exactly what you want to see if you're a Talon going for. They don't exactly have the best roaching lineup, so they'll try and force a fight. AU is going to be spotted on the Omni. It's not the biggest kill in the world, but it is something. Makoto will go ahead and take it. We'll save the DD rune. Only
Ember clip in the PL if you manage to somehow find that angle, and it is up now for Savage. So you might look to play here.
Absolutely, they definitely want the fight. Talon, they are moving into the radiant triangle. Savage right in by the T2 tower. All staff away from AU, just trying to get away from this slant with the Rolling Thunder. Gonna lock him down. Now they found Force. They found Natsumi. That's the Phantom. Natsumi caught him. He is gone. He's not wasting any time with this Echo Slam. He drops it immediately. They even got Xavius. In they go for more. Into the tier 3 tower. They will find Force and the Viper. 4 down. The only survivor being Lelouch. back up though. He'll be happy to pop the Echo Slam for a big one. Top lane, they'll try onto the Marcy. Might be there, the disruption. DB is cancelled off. Better be another kill to go the way of Makoto. By, and he can just perma-stun up this PL. Where's the bubble? He hasn't got it yet. Another pounce is in. Savage right on to that Phantom Lancer, and he does at least get away for a little bit, but Savage is not done. He gets another pounce. He gets the pause 1 PL down for 45 seconds. And the boys...
He does have the force staff to save from pounce. That is a lot of utility. But outside of that, I mean, you can't really do
Here we
anything.
go. AU on the Omni Knight. He cannot afford to die this early, but he is gone. You need that pause 5.
As Natsumi doesn't get caught by the pounce twice over, you're gonna be fine. So yeah, you've got all your cards there.
Speaking of that pounce, AU's gonna get caught out. Here's Savage. He'll take another. Easy pick off onto the Omni Knight with the 8th permanent.
Polaris though trying to go for a sneaky smoke here, Mike, on the left side top
Oh, look at
lane.
the pounce. Savage. He's right in. He's right onto the PL. Stunning him up, leashing him up. There's the finisher. Huge. Not letting him go. Mana's down. He is gone. He does have buyback for this fight if they need it. Q. He will go down. Mark from the mid lane. He's trying to move in and force his fight. Rebound. Rattle Roaring Thunder is still going. This Marcy has been caught. Xavier's needs a rebound target but can't find one. So Makoto's the one to take the kill. Who's going to make the jump in? Makoto, he's around. They cannot land the stun in time, but now the turnaround. Talon all over it. Have locked down Xavier's, locking down Force from the Viper. Force the BKB using early on. Force, he will just TP out with this and try to get out. Makoto does not bash through the BKB sadly, but they even found they lose all the way. Natsu, oh, Savage, he's very, very deep. Shallow Dance is there, he'll turn around into the tier 4 towers now. A lot of damage on that Viper, but is he going too far? Guardian Angel is out. Savage, he finds one with the Fisher. It's blocked him the other way, but he's got pounce available.
Rebound in the chains, and that's just not enough to lock Savage in.
Rebound in again. Hyde does get caught. Will go down. That's something. They do lose their mid-melee barracks to Natsumi. He's going to try to rush forward onto Makoto, but he just doesn't. He's all by himself. He has the depth round, he has the shadow dance, so he popped the ulti first. Makoto, however, getting caught, still trying to find Natsumi. Now the fish is there. Q waiting for the BKBs to wear up for that Echo Slam. Won't throw it out yet. Instead, it's Xavier's who gets caught out on the Marcy and will drop. AU, he'll be right after. The Omni Knight is gone as Savage. Trying to find a little bit more here on the slot. KP's going to find Natsumi. Oh, there with the Fisher. That's a great block out. Natsumi, he'll fall away, but the Echo Slam going to lock him down. He is gone. No buyback available. Onto Roshan, they call it GG. They don't believe they can make the comeback after the Aegis is taken. And I would agree with that sentiment. Polaris, they will lose game 2 in Talon. They will even out this grand final 1-1.
Yeah, spectacular bounce back for Talon. For Polaris, I mean, they went back to that same opening, Omni Knight and Marcy, but the shake-up from Talon there, the change in draft to ensure that, you know, they don't have Mikado on. That's much more important in comparison to Shaker, who at least can stun from quite the distance away. Tiny just doesn't have that play without that mobility.
Let's get into it, John. Game number 3 here between these two teams. Again, it's currently 1-1. It's a tied series at the moment. We all want a best of 5, a 5-game series if we can. I say we all want it. Polaris may not, considering they still have those suitcases going, John, but it does seem like they're probably going to be too late for their flight now. Let's get into it, though. Game 3 predictions are here. Can you give us some predictions, John, before we start this game?
Longest kill streak coming out here. Again, I'm pretty confident that what Lelouch can get out from his mid. First,
he's already on division. They know he's there. See if Savage does have the game sense to not go that way. Let's go on division. Polaris, they're the ones that need to be patient about this. They can't rush for this one. You don't want to go after the Terrorblade while he's too close to that tier 1 tower. Savage.
oh, Savage.
Oh, here we go. Charge it up. Savage. No real running from this one. We'll see if they can secure the kill, but surely you can. With all these poison attacks, it's going to be too easy. First blood to go the way of Force on the Viper. A much better start already. And like I said, if you want to shove... is the TB is just way too close to that tier 1, but there's your rebound out. They're going to try now. Dispose is there from Xavier's. That level 2 poison attack gets right to work. And it's just like you said, John. With the level 2 poison attack, it's just so much more damage. Might find one from Makoto here. Makoto, he'd love himself a free kill. You is eventually going to get caught out with the Firefly. He could not make it. Makoto, that'll be his first kill of the game. Up as 3. Get a bit of damage onto that T1. We'll try and chase down AU now on the Oracle. Toss into the laner. Avalanche will connect on both. Makoto will go for a lasso, and this could be a massive pickoff as Lelouch is going to drop, and Makoto is still running, but eventually will go down. AU, meanwhile, has been hurricane biked by Hyde. Xavius back, but it is certainly a successful team fight here for Talon.
He's massive. Although, Natsumi.
Oh, that's a lot of creeps flying his way with the Skellies. Defense is here. Makoto, he does have lasso. Rebounds off the mark from Xavius. The suppose is still there into the Doom onto KB, though they don't want that Tombstone to fly out. KB is still walking away, however. Lasso is out onto Natsumi instead, and the Doom's the one in trouble. Force, he's going to show up and try to help out. Moving on to blow him up with the Laguna. But Makoto, he'll be able to TP just fine. Bit of an even, such a big kind of target to go for, but instead they're going to try and Hyde. And Hyde, he'll be more than happy to die for this. Lelouch does, he'll be very happy with what he's seen. Savage knows he has no way out now. The Doom is going to fly in. Nice easy pick up there for Natsumi.
It's a bit of a more moderate game, but
I'll smash Q, does get caught out. There's your Viper Strike, so Q has no way out of this one. He will drop the Force. We talked about Force having a much... Natsumi, he's got the Pulse 3 Undying, but a nice avalanche from Q, still the rebound. Xavius is going to make it in time. KP will be forced to die. Polaris, go Q. And caught out on that Pulse 4 Tiny. Does at least have the blink up, so it's not too big of a loss here for Talon. Already got that item that he really wants, but he is going to drop, and Natsumi will happily take his 3rd kill of the game. In fact, bottom lane, the immediate charge up onto Makoto. He'll BKB and try to rump. The Doom is still available. Makoto going to have to juke out, and is going to be alright. Meanwhile,
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
breaks the smoke on the Viper. They've got the vision on the high ground. That'll be de-watered by Talon. But Polaris, they might just back off here as Q. He's still going to try and jump in. There's the toss-up right into Savage. Force, he'll go for the Hurricane Pike. There's your rebound. With the BKB, he is not dying, but Makoto, he'll go for the chase in the Bad Rider. In goes Savage again with the Eye of Skadi, slowing the Flame Break, but now the False Promise. It's there from AU, saving the day. Now Natsumi, he'll jump right in. Who are they going for, though? They get the Tombstone to get started. Meanwhile, Lelouch onto Q, has found the Tiny, but they do at least find the Viper. It's a 1-for-1. Positive trade the way of Talon. They have to force Roshan right now. There's no... broken. Lasso is there. They've got the Lena. That's a massive pick off, but Lelouch is going to Satanic up, and now the Doom's out with the Aghanim Scepter. Natsumi, he's going to knock down the TB once again. Lelouch survives. They cannot kill him. The False Promise is there in time. Look at this dude, Natsumi. He is terrorizing them right now. Avalanche from Q. It's going to buy KP some time. Oh man, you hear that Doom sound over and over again. You know what to do. Is going to break the smoke, does juke out the gank. They're still going to have to try for this. In they go. KB, he's going to pop the flash goal. Doom, it was there onto Hyde of all people, and now onto the TV. They've got the double Doom out. They've got a man fight this. Savage is trying. He will die the first time, and buybacks are there. They'll keep trying for the last fight of the game if they can. Try and turn this one. Hyde, he is still running. Does get rooted up. Still Talon are incoming once again. An avalanche up, but it does nothing. It's now Savage once again caught out by Natsumi. Has no metamorphosis. This could be it. He'll sunder. He'll try. Lasso is there. They're trying desperately, but Savage is just melting to Natsumi. That's a dieback.
This one's afternoon is looking up.
Hide buys back now on the edge. Meanwhile, KP, he will drop as well. Onto the battle rider, Makoto's gone. It's the grand final, they've got to keep trying. But T4s are there, no, they call it, they know. Without the TB, there's just no chance. Polaris, man, this third game, it is such a clean game of Dota from Polaris Esports.
Yeah, they play spectacularly well. Again, they go back to the win condition for Lelouch on mid. It's very hard to bet against that. AU gonna have a really good time in just saving his entire team. And you've got this really good tempo coming out from Natsumi. So he can opt to play faster around objectives. He can just go back and farm at a really good pace. I think Talon, they've got to execute on point here. We've got to see the same plays we were seeing out from Savage the last time we saw his Slark. If they want to try to drag this out to 4 games, out to 5 games. But Polaris, they're looking good to, to secure that road to TI here, Mike.
Let's see how it all pans out. Game number 4. Talent, they need this game for victory. We'll get started. Do you want it going to be dropped? It's really amount to much here for the Undying, but sewn out the Slarkers. Now Hyde's going to try and get aggressive. To Xavier's, a lot of damage being dealt. One more right click will do it, and they find it. Hyde, great. In top lane, getting very aggressive onto Xavier's. It's that level 2 Thunderstrike, and it does so much damage as Hyde. Glimsback is there. Savage out of range, but it won't matter. Hyde able to secure and can equalize the lane a little bit. AP will not leave him alone, however, just continues to still creeps away.
Get what you can. Do kill off Savage up top. Again, that's the one issue there.
Patients are in. Makoto, he'll join with the EMP Cold Snap onto the Undying. Force cannot decay. Chakra Magic is there. He'll try to survive, but the Tornado is going to connect. He do manage to punish, but here comes Lelouch. He'll at least find Hyde on the Disrupt very effectively. Now does show up. We'll drop the Tombstone. Savage, he does have the Shadow Dancer. He'll keep the fight going. He has his supports around, but they're getting more strength away of Force. He's actually a very, very tanky target, as even Makoto's going to show up. And once again, we're seeing another game with Talon.
Talon now grouping mid here.
Fades out. He does manage to get it on Hyde, but the double damage is still going to go the way of Makoto, and that's the whole point. Lelouch, he continues with the chase. Chakra Magic will be there, so a refresh, and there you go. Lelouch, he finds something. In fact, Makoto, he's the big target, but a nice Tornado will fly through Lelouch. Does he want to keep the chase going? In comes more TPs. KP, he'll show up. Rebound out onto AU. They found the Omni Knight. He'll try to purify, but it's not going to be enough. AU's gone. Back into the mid lane. Lelouch, he's still playing around with Makoto. Buying time for his team to try and make their way over, but nobody's coming. Lelouch is in dire straits, and he's going to drop. Makoto picks up a double on the ready to protect their Luna. In fact, Tornado, it's going to play out onto the Keeper. Static Storm will be dropped. They will pick up Xavier's. Savage will take that one.
Just from KP, he's been given way too much room, it feels like, from Marcy and all. Of course.
Getting caught out again. Makoto not allowing this Undying a game. He'll pick up another. Great performance. Playing a very fast-paced game. AU gonna get caught out. They'll hold him down. Can he buy some time? Buy some space? Not really. He is just gonna drop too much damage from KP. Still a big group up. Polaris, they want to try and force the fight. Of course, he's got that Tombstone available, but the T1 tower's already gone. Hyde now, looking for a glimpse back into the Static Storm. Has found Force once again. That's the target they love to go for, and with the Sonic Wave, they secure. Force drops once again as AU. Tornado, it's going to be enough. Makoto picks up the second. And the Marcy.
Nullifier focusing one hero down here.
Tornado's not going to connect. Makoto, he gets caught with the chains out. They will make the jump in, but Static Storm is there. Force, he does have a BKB up, so he'll run right through the kinetic field, continuing onto the Invoker. They'll find Hyde, but Makoto still running. Lelouch is on the chase, but now Savage is going to make the jump. Makoto's going to jump back in. Force was there in the tree line. Still trying. Rebound is there. Oh, they found Natsumi. Sonic Wave out. They've blown him up. Great setup here from KP as now they lose. Still out of mana. In dire straits is going to drop. Mega kill for Makoto.
A gift.
Oh, onslaught jumps right into them. Savage, Walls of Steel, onto the Omni Knight. He wants AU first. Guardian Angel's going to be there, but the Shadow Dance has been popped as well. Keep in mind, Savage does have the Death Shroud to boot, but they look like they need to back. Talon, not able to keep this fight going. Not for now anyway. She's still dealing with Lelouch down at the bot lane. He's just got so many Essence Ship stacks right now. Xavius, oh, he tried for the 4-star. He's not making it up. He does go down. KP. Right, AU. Immediate TP away. Meanwhile, bottom lane, a fight to break out as they do have Hyde on the Disruptor and they do pick him up. Force.
Keeping at least one lane shoved out. So Talon aren't just choking them out completely through Kido.
Oh, jump in towards the north lane. Lelouch, he's a massive target. Split pushing. Talon will find him. He is a little bit low on mana. Be careful of that, but you've still got the Aegis for 45. He could easily just die and get the reset that way. We go again. Oh, he's there as well. Rebound is out. They've got the Coddle. Just like the Viscon without buyback. Force, he's going to try and get something done, but it's only going to be the Aegis. And Savage wants to die anyway. He wants that reset, as now the glimpse is there. Hyde setting up onto Force, onto the Undying. He does have buyback at the very least, but there just seems to be no point in committing it. So let the mid-ranks go down and hope the Talon backs off. But Savage will not. He'll go for the bot racks now. 5-man smoke, so maybe a bit of a fake back.
Radiant's bottom barracks under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks. Killing spree.
To kind of just stop Keeper of Light and Undying from just running down the Chakra. It's just devastating with that combination.
Rightio. Well, for the last time for these TI-11 qualifiers, John, I am about to ask you before predictions, before this game number 5 does get underway. Give us those battle pass points, Jonathan. I need those points.
Yeah, I've been missing a lot of them tonight, let me tell you. Playing with the highest net worth of game, man. Savage, maybe playing Doom. Total number of towers killed before 25. You know what? 0 to 5. No, you know what? 6 to 10, maybe. This time it's going to be 6 to 10. Okay. Team with the first tower kill, probably Talon with their lineup. They're probably going to look to be aggressive. And team with the first Roshan kill. Yeah, neither side really has the best Rosh. I'd say Talon, though, out of that. There you go.
Okay. Thank you for that, John. Game 5. Nothing to hold back now for either side. Let's hope it's an absolute slugfest between these two. Everything on the line here. You don't want to have to be forced to go to last chance qualifiers. Undying Coddle is probably going to be something that you do. In fact, hold that thought, because bot lane there's going to be another hook set up here. Set up by AU. KP, he's taking a lot of damage from that Rotten Artsum. He might have First Blood and does. First Blood the way of the Pudge. You couldn't have... Close affair between these two teams once again, as now the Flesh Golem and Tombstone, they want to try Savage. No, the Illuminate! Ooh. Oh, it doesn't connect!
Look to their top tower.
He was a hair off! Oh, how close can you get? Hyde, he's going to try to run. Hyde looks like to be fine as bot lane Q. Oh, he's going to rebound back the way of AU. They find the Bane. Makoto's rotated. Disaster for Polaris Esports.
The hero's checking up top, though.
Just tie him up. They've got the Soulbind. AU's even going to show up. Illuminate again going to be juked out by Savage. Nightmare will be there though. Letting Force get closer. Now the Tombstone, but the Doom, it's going to be committed. In comes Q. He'll try to help out. In fact, the Undying, he's the one dropping too low. He will go down. AU, he gets a deny off. Savage, he does go down in the end. AU saving the day, salvaging the situation. They'll lose Hyde. They'll lose Q and Polaris. They get a 3 for 1. In fact, I say they got 1, but they really got nothing. It was a deny.
Radiant should
Very cautious. Polaris is the target they want. Savage, AU, he's having a look around. The pings are out, they know. Savage, he'll get spotted. AU, where's the nightmare? He'll pop it eventually with Makoto. Quick rotations on the Pango, not going to allow this opening. AU, he'll try to run. Lelouch now, he's the one caught in the mid-quad. Oh, they find both of them.
Radiant glyph is now
Oh boy.
active.
Top and a down bot here for both sides. Talon needs to take out this vision game. Like this control coming out, man. They can just stalk Savage. And right now, Xavier's just walk into his direction again.
Savage. Horse. Tombstone's there. Savage this time does not help the help around him. And he can't find a way out either. GP's eventually. And they really do it. Look at the refresh. Look at the decay being spammed down. Q's dropping to the Tombstone. He might be another kill to go the way of Polaris as the zombies are just chasing him down. He'll survive for now, but can they kill Force off? The Undying. He's too much. He's too tanky. They're going to retreat. Hyde's now the one in danger. He'll shallow grave TP when Hook finds out. He's fine.
Of course.
Hey, you. Face down, Rolling Thunder. The Fusel Blade is there from Makoto, but a nice nightmare. AU gonna hold Makoto. In comes Lelouch. What a nightmare dodge, but still, the Sonic Wave's not gonna be there in time. AU barely survived.
They've got a nice smoke here. They still have this ward giving them vision on the bot jungle. They know where Talon's farming.
Oh, nice hook, Natsumi. On target. Had the vision this time. Fiends grip there just in case. They are not willing to let this kill go. Natsumi, he'll try for the familiars as well.
Triple BKBs ready on Polaris, and they'll smoke off the back of that. Talon?
High ground, but Hyde, he's been spotted. Doom are there on the familiars, and the Dazzle, or rather Doom is there. Lelouch, he cops it. BKBs were there in time. Savage in the middle of nowhere. Where's the Doom? Who's he got? Oh, he's Doomed the zombie! Oh, he's Doomed the zombie! I thought he doomed the Quap. Then I see the BKB, and I'm like, wait a minute!
Roll here. They can just dip right into it.
Gaben's been too kind to Polaris this series, haven't they, Don? Here we go. Second row shot. Talon, you'd love to fight. They do find Xavier's. That's something. They've got the coddle down. That's certainly helped the cause. It seems like Talon, they've got to be careful with the way they go because they're moving right into the high ground where Polaris is standing, but it's a 4v5. Maybe this is the fight. Savage, dismember out immediately. Force, where's the Tombstone? He hasn't dropped it yet. The Doom is going to be on target this time around. They've got the punch. This might be the team fight. Talon, they're trying. They find AU on the backside. Sonic Wave, Lelouch, he'll try to salvage the situation. Meanwhile, Hyde, he does go down, but they found Natsumi. That's the target they wanted. Talon, they've got the team fight. Oh, Polaris. They forced an ugly fight for themselves. They thought maybe with the high ground advantage, they hadn't. The ones that have got to find a way to force a fight and win that fight. Or just keep avoiding. But the more you avoid, the bigger Savage gets. We've seen this from Natsumi. He's a hook. Natsumi, Lincoln's broken. They find the Pango. Makoto, he is gone the first time, but the Doom, it was there by Savage. He'll rush in. He'll refresh. Who's the next target? Savage, he gets Fiend Grip. AU's got him. The Doom, the shallow grave. It buys time. AU ends up going down. Savage will survive with the Sonic Wave. They chase. Lelouch still trying. Lincoln's broken. No mana. It won't matter though. They lock it down. They have got the quad. Force trying to run. They are in big trouble now. Polaris.
The familiars alone. Mikado, he's only got half a minute on that Aegis. This is really risky from him.
Absolutely. And there you go. Shield 3 tower's gone. Makoto, he'll keep going. Tombstone drop Force. He's going to force something. I mean, you've got to fight eventually. Makoto. That'll be the Aegis. It's something. That's... He got backed up, but he has the BKB. In he goes, onto Savage, but the Self Doom is there, into the Shivers. The Punch, trying to run. Where are you going? Sonic Wave, he's going nowhere but down. The Punch is out. He has buyback. He can try to commit, but there's 3 heroes down for Polaris. Both supports without buyback. It is getting very close to a call. Here come the familiars. Makoto gonna move in. Does get a bash, but the hook is out from Natsumi. TP, almost losing Familiars. He'll end up getting them healthy as now the jump is in. Doom is out, they've gone, they lose on the Queen of Pain. He has buyback, but he'll buy back immediately onto Force. They've got the Undying muted up. Force trying to back off. He has buyback. He'll buy back immediately. In we go again. The Willow is just holding them down, but where's the follow-up? Where's the go again? The Willow is just holding them down, but where's the follow-up? Where's the damage? Who's jumping in? Makoto, he'll be pulled back by Natsumi, but he has the roll-up. He'll be alright. Talon, still sitting back, moving back in. Savage, Soft Doom once again, looking for some diebacks, but finds nothing. They'll try and deal with the Tombstone, but they cannot. Talon, they might have to retreat. Here we go again. The Familiars, Makoto, he'll get to work on the tier 3 tower. They want Megas. Nice, there's the Doom out. Savage moves in. Aeon Disc will be proc, so the Hex does nothing. Polaris, they are holding on.
Yeah. I mean, it's mega creeps up, but they have the wave clearing. They've got great AoE with Natsume. They're going in.
He's going to jump in, but the Hex is immediate. The punch. He is caught out. There's no buyback on Natsumi. He'll go for Dismember Savage. He's just going to go for the man fight. Have Talon done it? They've taken down the pulse one punch. They're onto the quap. That'll be a dieback. I think Talon are making their way to Singapore here, John, as they've got everything they can ask for in this game 5. GD is called. Congratulations to Talon Esports. After 5 long, grueling games, they have made it all the way to the TI-11 in Singapore. And look at those happy faces. They've done it. Hugs out, smiles, cheering. Oh, it must have been scary, John. It's been a scary grand finals for both sides.